XLG is a company, family-owned business that is born in the 80s and is mainly active in the sector of the facility management. All our activities goes around cleaning. We have now more than 30 skills that are divided in 4 main business lines. The first business line is facility, that concerns office cleaning. Then we have industry, which is factory cleaning, building in relation with the real estate world, and then home, where we clean houses for individuals. So as I said, XLG was born in the 80s, so we have 35 years of experience. This implied many different ways of working, different databases that did not speak together. And maybe one of the first challenges was to create a common denominator for all the staff. And Odoo brought us to stick to one method, and that's very important for the future.
So we started implementing the project by doing a big analysis of all the XLG companies because we needed to harmonize the processes between every company. One of the main challenges is that they had a lot of different tools exactly tailored for their processes. And the problem is that the more you are tailoring the system, the least it gets efficient. So therefore, what we had to do here is that we needed to harmonize the processes and to make sure that we had a lot of processes that were already covered by Odoo standard, and to make sure that we ease the process by a high margin. We had to do the implementation within 6 months, which is pretty tight in terms of planning. The main challenges were that we had to plan a lot of people inside the companies because obviously XLG is a company related to planning resources. So we had a lot of people to plan, but also a lot of people to do the payroll for. And we managed to do the first phase of the implementation, which is implementing XLG Facility, which is a branch of the XLG companies within 6 months.
Odoo impacts our business a lot. It helped a lot to save a lot of time for many activities that are crucial to the business. Let's take an example with the invoicing. Invoicing is quicker, and it's important for our treasury. Secondly, maybe the planning. It's also difficult to plan. We have a lot of people at work every day, so they don't have to use many Excel sheets or whiteboards. And last but not least, it helps to communicate with all the different XLG hubs around the country. When you get used to Odoo, you have a common language with all the different employees, and you can exchange quite rapidly, and that is really something that helps for the whole organization of the company.
So imagine a customer that has an office to clean, okay? The first thing you want to do in Odoo is to create a quotation related to this customer, so we can afterwards plan workers to be able to clean the office, for example, twice a week or twice every 2 weeks, for example. So when we create the quotation, we are going to every detail of this offer. And as you can see here, you see all the integrated apps within the quotation. So for example, you have the subscription app, which is, for example, when you have recurring cleanings, for example. You also have the project, because we need to track the budget of every project. We also have, obviously, the hours planned for every person, for every worker. And then we have also the invoices related to this new project. So when you want to plan workers to clean the offices, for example, you have access to the planning application, where you can see at a glance all the resources that are available or not, depending on their specific planning. And therefore, you can see here on this screen that you have some green lines where the person still has hours in his pipe, or red lines when he's not available at all. And then it's very easy in Odoo to drag and drop any specific task to be able to assign it to some person. And therefore, what is also important within XLG is the payroll application, because we need to prepare the payroll for all the workers. And here we also have access to the GAN view that is linked to the planning application for everything related to payroll, such as sick leaves, holidays, and also a project where they work on.
For me, maybe the main advantage is related to what we think is important in life with XLG. is to deliver happiness. For me, it's really important that our people like to use the tool. We have evolved in a better way of doing things thanks to Odoo and all the network that Odoo brought to us.